Big thanks to Lisa Mihalik because we are late to this video because of the fact that our camera stopped working. It was a really nice surprise when Comic-Con rolls around. And at the last minute, Lisa let us borrow her camera. So thank you, my dear. Really appreciate that. What's going on, Reject Nation? It's Greg Alba here.
John!
We're going to be watching the trailer for Titans. This is going on the DC streaming service, people.
DCSS.
I don't really know the Titans all that well. I'm not going to try to BS you guys into thinking I do. I really do like a lot of those like CW DC shows. I know this is on a separate thing. This is probably not even connected. On our Patreon, we do full-length TV show reactions. Over there, I cover The Flash. Literally watched the last 2 episodes of season 4 last night. I also cover Attack on Titan. Just started Gotham. John covers Riverdale, Atlanta, Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. Together, we cover My Hero Academia, Jessica Jones Season 2, Black Lightning, 1 more episode to go, Cobra Kai, people. And who knows, maybe we'll add this onto the list when it comes out. Anyway, let's watch this. Okay.
All right.
Cool. It's obviously Dick Grayson. All right.
Hello?
No, it's not. I'm so wrong.
Who are you?
That's Dick.
Everything led me here. To you. You're the boy from the circus.
Oh, he's a cop at this time.
Please. Can you help me?
Cool. He doesn't beat Batman. Nice. Whoa. Whoa.
There's something evil inside of me.
You're scared, I guess, but you can control it. You don't know what I've become.
Sometimes when I feel the darkness, it feels good.
That's a lot of blood.
Yeah, right.
Says there's no such thing as monsters.
I used to think that. I was wrong.
Whoa. That's cool.
Huh.
Fuck Batman.
Well, certainly pulpy looking. Certainly bloody.
It kind of does look like one of the best fan film trailers I've ever seen.
They got a lot of their friends together.
Yeah. Like, what a cool fan film.
One guy really knows his After Effects.
Yeah. I think there's a lot of cool visual stuff to behold here. It cuts back and forth in like this grayish, bluish, dark tint throughout. It really feels insanely dark. I kind of like that. What's cool about this is it's a live action DC show. You know, I haven't seen the Krypton show or whatever. Looking at all the CW shows, this looks and feels very different. What I find kind of humorous about it, it's wanting to be this really serious DC show. Its lighting looks like it. A lot of its violence looks like that too. There's some dialogue and stuff
Okay.
here. It's still like that cheesy dialogue that I personally really enjoy. I love that cheese. I just don't know if it'll mesh well with this because Black Lightning is like a dark show, but it's not cheesy in the way the other ones have been. This feels darker than Black Lightning, but still has the cheesy dialogue.
Yeah, this trailer for me kind of fell halfway between what I've seen of a number of the CW shows and then just like heaping on piles of darkness on top of that. And so it made me wonder what the finished product would ultimately look like because this is kind of like in between what my expectations were, which leaves potential. Like it could be cool, and I'm certainly definitely intrigued by the fact that they're starting their own authored universe over here with its own aesthetic. I'm kind of wondering like what their budget is and you know where they're gonna go with this stuff, but I can see the potential in it, but I'm not as like out of the park sold on this trailer as I wanted to be, I guess. I mean, I think Raven looks really cool, and that's actually a character I've kind of wanted to see come to life in the modern way. So in that way, like I'm kind of excited for that. Starfire looks kind of cool, you know. These are characters that some of them are a little bit of maybe a tall order, especially like Starfire might be a tall order for TV, but
I feel like the action looks really cool, and Robin looks really cool. It could be really cheesy to pull off in a darker world, but seeing him fight and everything, I'm excited for that, and maybe they're going to transition him into being Nightwing, which would make me a very happy camper.
He really reminds me of Grant Gustin.
I was thinking Andrew Garfield.
Yeah, if you crash them together, he really reminds me of the both of them. So, you know, a trailer is not enough time for him to become distinct in my mind. But I liked the Robin stuff, especially when you have that wide shot in the alleyway where he just swoops over the top really quick. Those things make me feel like this could be something really cool and unique, but some of the other elements make me feel like it could just feel like a beefed up CW show.
If you're going to do dark and gritty, it's more than just its visual flair. It's more than just the violence and a few F-bombs here or there. Fuck Batman. You really need to have a good script too. I guess the thing that's worrying me is the dialogue. It seems so on the nose.
Something about the tone didn't 100% coalesce for this.
I'm not even exactly worried about that, because I feel like most of the DC trailers are, and even for a lot of the Marvel shows as well, they don't seem to have trailers that, like for the TV shows, that really represent the show.
Tonally confused.
Yeah, because they got so much to span that they kind of make this like super cut of a season. That I'm not even really concerned about. I'm like, I just gotta wait to find out for the show. But when you're hearing dialogue, like, hey, some of this dialogue is really cringeworthy. That line when she says,
Sometimes when I feel the darkness, it feels good.
how insanely generic.
Yes, I'm sure I've heard that line before from a number of people in your exact position.
Look, if I'm being honest, it feels a little pretentious. We're doing the dark version of it. You can feel them saying that. Although, I think it totally has the potential to absolutely find its footing, maybe even from the pilot. I think shows like Arrow and Gotham even start off a little bit funky and they're really dark DC shows, but they eventually find their footing, and I think they get really good, and I think Titans can totally have that capability. I think for movies, you can say you can't really judge a movie based off its trailer. Sure. I feel like it's easier to predict when a movie's going to be bad or good off of a trailer.
Well, yeah, because you've got maybe a 2-hour, 3-hour pool of clips at most, as opposed to like 12 hours at minimum.
A show is very much hard to make a trailer for.
How do you properly represent everything in a kind of neat package without having to pull a couple really blunt lines of dialogue?
Right now, I'm really 50-50 on this. And
I feel like I want this to be good more than I think it's going to be.
All right, guys. Well, did you see the Titans trailer? Are you excited for it? Who's your favorite Titan? You guys can subscribe to the Reject Nation. Click that notification bell. Check us out on Patreon. Full-length TV show reactions, weekly Q&As, music video coverage. We'd love to have you become a Patron Eject today.